I'm not gonna say he doesn't do anything like
Like he's pushing the boundaries of Zerg.
I don't
Like
know if
he's
he is
trying
though
a
because
lot.
no one ever says like, oh, that's something that TLO made. Spanishiwa was really good because they were like, oh, maybe
Right?
that's gonna be
The
used,
Spanish, the Spanish what TVZ style,
and then it was
where you,
adapted. So now it's a build against Terran is not to go gas, and that was
yeah,
adapted from the
it's
Ice
not a,
Fisher build.
it's almost standard at this point.
Yeah, if you watch Idris
TVT
stream,
Spanish style.
yeah, but I'm not saying TLO's like not creative because he really is, but he just hasn't like done the build that everyone's like that is
Also,
so
Right.
great. We should do that.
unlike unlike what's it? Unlike Hero, TLO isn't actually very successful with this new build he's coming
Yeah,
up with.
especially not
Right.
anymore. It's really disappointing because
I
I
don't
love TLO.
I don't like to put it that way, but
I
It's
know
true.
he's
he's.
not been winning a lot.
It's so disappointing because like if you watch his stream,
I
he
love
always
watching
streams. So,
his. Yeah, he's always
but
practicing,
he
and
wears
it's
his heart
like
on his sleeve. So like after a bad performance, he'll be like, "I'm so sorry, guys,"
I know it's so sad.
and he'll be like, "I'll work harder even though I have carpal tunnel," and you're like, "No, no,
It's just like
it's
TOL.
okay."
Ah.
But yeah, so and in terms of I don't know who Protoss would be. Terran, I think, is a Slayer's team in general.
Uh, yeah,
But
MMA,
yeah,
I would say.
I mean, they came up with the Reaper build of
Bruh.
TVT. They brought back Reapers, and
Oh, I
they
love
brought
Reapers.
Hellions into the game.
I don't like what was it? The new change for Reapers. That's going to be in Heart of the Swarm.
Regeneration or no bombs?
Yeah. Well, no, both. Like
Both, okay.
They're not having
regeneration's
bombs
fine.
anymore?
I don't
Yeah, they
like
got rid of
the.
bombs.
I
Oh,
love
that's
like
awesome. I love that.
I
Those
was like
bombs are
the
actually
I am
mechanic
pretty
to
damn
so
like
good,
excited.
man.
destroy pylons, just like
Yeah, I know.
pop
And
in,
they
Yeah.
take down
and they
pylons,
unpower
pop
my
out.
gateway.
If you get
Yeah.
The
like
bomb
five
saved us in
Reapers, you
that
can
No,
game.
take on a spine with no
yeah.
problem.
I don't get
So,
why they
so
did that. The point was to be the raider unit. Oh, see how regenerating health is
Maybe they
kind
know
of
something that we don't. Like someone over in Korea is starting to like make Koreans imbalanced, and they're like, let's fix it before
Well,
it gets too big.
they have a plus against light, so I think they might be trying to get them away from the whole let's go kill buildings and get them towards hey let's kill light units with this
But
because
they already
They took
have.
away its explosive charge, didn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the bomb we're talking about.
Terran has like a million
that's
worker killing units, so I
Sure.
mean,
Yeah, that's true. But
why not have a
Italians.
building harass unit
yeah, I
that's
feel like honestly they should
fast?
take away the regular gun and just make them building harass. But like they're really good against builder harass. You build a bunker in front of Zerg, and they're never gonna get a spine up.
Actually, spine is a longer range than bunker. You can hit a bunker with a spine without it hitting the spine.
Well, I mean, if you get it up before it's finished, obviously. So if you move it, they're just gonna pop out and kill it. If you
Yeah,
build
like
it and they
with
come out of their
it's like
bunker,
you have reapers behind the bunker. The reapers are going to destroy any spine trying to move into range.
well,
Does that
I
make
actually
sense?
used Reapers last night when we were doing that whole when we got cheese in that 3v3, and they actually worked really well
yeah.
against
They
they
do.
worked really well
I'm
because
surprised
they
like
were
more
they
people
allowed me to
don't
get out.
like have a
I
like
wish
a Reaper army
Reapers
against
were
Zerglings.
used more, because I mean they're just a fun unit to use.
They are. I'm glad to see them back. They disappeared for a while. They came back. I don't like the
So it
regeneration
says-
thing though. I think that's stupid, but whatever.
Hey guys, Syntho says that after watching Lennox's performance at MLG and GSL November, he seems like a promising leader for Zerg. What do you guys think about that? Because he lost, he just lost.
What did he say?
That Lennox
what-
was
he
an
said
improviser. Or a
Lennox
leader.
was a leader for Zerg.
Yeah.
More like
think-
someone to inspire by.
Well, people call him like the Prince of War after July, and people call him, Little Professor T. Like people like think that he's gonna be the big thing, and I think he is too. Like he hasn't done a lot
He has
of builds,
people.
but his responses and the way he plays are so much better. Like just against Naniwal in MLG, like people were like, "Oh, we have to play standard against him," and he said he's forward fast expanding every time. Let me just 7 roach rush him and then drone behind it, and people were like,
Well,
"Whoa."
it's not seven
You can
road
do
truck
that?
is not a. to Forge Fast Expand. It was that Naniwa wasn't. It was.
He wasn't just Forge Fast Expanding. He was like putting one cannon down and that's it.
I know. That's you need to get more cannons or turn out a stalker.
Yeah, he was playing so greedy, and Lenog was the first Zerg who played against him who was like, I'll punish you for that. I'm just not gonna let you do whatever. So I think his mindset's a lot more newer, and maybe that has to do with the fact that he's 16. I don't know. Or maybe he's actually like a really original guy, and he's gonna continue being a boss.
He is very promising, that's for sure.
He certainly is cute. I think he's gonna get a lot of fans. Especially with the girls. He's yeah.
I like how him, a 16-year-old, keeps some dollars for MLG.
I know, right?
Yeah.
He was so like.
I wish I had made
too.
$50,000 when I was.
They asked him what he was gonna do with it. He was like, "I promised my mom a new car."
That's funny.
Well, you like, what else are you gonna do with it? He doesn't want to go to college. I mean, put it in the bank in case you ever stop being good at StarCraft.
I guess. I mean, that will last a while.
Yeah. What I wanted to ask is like, who is it for Protoss? Because I don't even know.
The Innovator Protoss?
Yeah, like.
Huck was doing
for a
some stuff
while. After
I don't know. Huck is pretty mechanical. I don't think he's innovative.
I feel
yeah, I love Huck,
people
but
just
he's not.
notice new Protoss
He just does
strategies
everything right.
after Huck won DreamHack. Like, you were like, oh my gosh, Blink Stalkers and DTs are amazing. For some reason. I don't know why no one was like, let's do this all the time. Like, all of a sudden Huck won DreamHack, and on the ladder you just saw it non-stop. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, that's true. I just feel like there hasn't been anyone recently, ever since Protoss was like in this slump of being the unbalanced race.
I feel like Hero's doing good for like bringing up some, not like new things, but just like using things people don't exactly think of doing often, like warp prism use and stuff like that.
Well, I think there's something to be said about inspiring play compared to just like, all right, I make these units, you make that units, that's how this matchup goes. Like, I remember something that always captured me about Huck back last summer was that he would make like carriers or mothership. It would make no sense.
You know, he made a mothership because he thought people were chanting for it.
It was, you know, when a player does that, when they use something that maybe isn't as conventional, even if it might not be the best thing at the time, it's inspiring for the younger players to watch and just be like, hey, look at him. He's like doing crazy stuff.
And make the mothership.
Juan brought up White Raw, he's actually pretty good.
How could I forget about White Raw?
Yeah, he hasn't had strong performances, but like a lot of people are looking at him streaming and are like,
he's gotten pretty far in some tournaments.
Far, but not like he hasn't won any. But he's gotten deep into him.
Even though he doesn't have any good tournament results, White Raw that is, he's just like the person you look at for Protoss.
Yeah.
Like, as a player, just a player in general, he's great.
I think he's so cool. And he's a family in Russia, and he's like a superstar.
Yeah, he's married and has a kid.
And he's like the most manner person in the world.
Yeah, he's proving that, you can be 30 and play, which, thank God.
Yeah, Nesty is like 30, and he's already
Nesty's 30, not MVP, Boxer is 30, and they're also innovating, like...
Isn't that crazy?
That first game in GSL with Boxer, that was amazing. He hit his Vikings, and then was like, what up, and he dropped on the tanks, and everyone was like, Boxer, you.
I saw it.
So I think we should move on to our special cheese portion. What kind of cheese do we want to talk about? Just one.
Mass Queen.
All right, I had 4 people 6 pull me today, so we can talk about that if we want.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay, this works well. Since we have random players, we can talk about like a specific stop for each race.
Yeah.
And like, or when we reach Zerg, like tips on how to execute it properly, how to do a good 6 pull.
We're not teaching people how to cheese. We're teaching people how to.
If you know how to, you're usually better at defending.
Right. True.
There's nothing wrong with cheese. Like pros cheese in tournaments and it wins them games. We shouldn't.
It's not something you should rely on.
You shouldn't get to Diamond or Masters with cheese, but you should know how to cheese, in my
Let's
Yeah,
opinion.
hear
cheese is for
me, how
best
many people
of.
actually do that?
not
Caesar
for
and trolling
ones.
everyone ever streaming.
What race are you, Pat? What was your main?
Me, I'm Zerg.
Oh, okay.
You
Oh,
guys
wow.
bashing Zerg.
Zerg,
So he probably knows quite a bit
Yeah,
about cheese.
Protoss.
'Cause
Yeah.
every-
Protoss?
There was a time when I was in Silver League, and every single time it was a ZVZ. I was an under 10 pool every single time because I was just so fed up with the entire race because I'd either go Roaches and he'd detonate my mineral line with a Baneling that I didn't see, or I'd go Zergling Baneling, seeing to intend to detonate his mineral line, and he'd 7 Roach Rush me, and I'd lose. So I just got really fed up with ZVZ for probably a month. It was a real month before I started really trying to retool how I went about it.
Okay, here's what I've learned about ZVZ, because I used to hate it like you, and then I got good at it, and then I was bad at it, and then I got good at it. I was,
and you're
I
like,
was,
at it again soon.
yeah, soon enough. But my friend was coaching me, and he was like, he taught me some really good things. Like, even during a 6 pool, you always want to have your Overlord Spirit. You don't actually want to send a drone. You want to have that drone in case they 6 pool, and you have to defend with drones, and you also want to have that drone just for minerals.
Yeah.
Build your spawning pool in a Sim City way. So build it like
Protect your mineral line so they have to come into...
yeah. So usually between the hatchery and the gas, you put a spawning pool
Yeah.
just above it, and that's pretty good. Let's see. It depends also on what map. I'm guessing they're doing it on like Zelnaga, or are they doing it on Tal'Darim too? Because I got worker rushed and 6 pooled on Tal'Darim.
Oh god,
once.
that's just awful.
Yeah,
It was awful.
no, I've had that too. I've also seen someone who I fended this one off, but they basically I watched the replay. We were at adjacent bases on Tal'Darim, and they went all the way around the map
Are you
to try
serious?
to find us.
Oh my god.
They took all their workers and all their Zerglings and went up to the top map and went up to that part, and then finally they came and found me.
That
And by that
usually
time,
means you're
I
gonna
was
win.
No close position or something on that map.
You also want to, in regards to, like, Tal'Darim, you also want to make sure that if you see a drone, and it's, like, the honestly, like, early drone, it probably means they're going to 6 pull, because they want to know where you are. So, you know, you never want to see a drone in CVZ, but people under gold don't know that, so don't count on that being a sign. But if it's really early, and you're like, what are you doing?
What's this drone doing
Just watch
here?
Oh yeah, crazy workers.
I know
early on
for
kinda did.
Terran, one of the best ways to hold off a 6 pool is obviously you scout it.
It's pretty straightforward for
Yeah.
Terran.
It's basically if you have your wall, if you've ramp walled off, you're good
Yeah.
for the most part. But I mean, not everyone walls off your ramp because like some people like building back in their base. Like I know sometimes versus
Don't do
Zerg.
that unless you're Masters, man. I gotta say, like, only the pros can defend
Unless not
Zerg
not
in their
masters, not
base.
like you have to be like code S to.
Yeah,
wanna do
even
that.
not even Masters. Like,
Not even
if you're gonna build stuff in your base versus Zerg, you have to be pretty damn good.
Or just
Someone
complete
actually did
walls.
that to me today, and they beat me. And I didn't, because I was
I've-
kind of taken aback that they had
I've done it
buildings in
before.
their
Like
base.
I'm not saying you should do it all the time. Like if you put basically the Sim City kind of thing with like putting your racks like against your CCs, so it's like blocked, so they only have one way in, and your supply depot's on the other side. You can like pretty effectively like just wall in all your SCVs and keep a marine in there, and like Zerglings are just like right in through the back of the minerals, and they're just
Yeah.
right on the way.
Oh,
But the best way obviously is walling off your ramp.
Well, they had cannons because it was a Protoss, and what I didn't realize, I just thought he was an idiot because he was in Gold Leaf, but he ninja expanded because we were on Antigus 50 yards.
Oh,
You can
wow.
apparently do that. So by the time I found his ninja expand, he also had cannons there, and I was like, crap, now I am 2 base to 2 base versus a Protoss.
that's
Wonderful.
I feel like you want to talk about Daniel.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's standard. I think you should always put a gateway. You should always wall off reservers and Protoss
Yeah,
first.
for
That's
sure.
my opinion. You start with a gateway. Until I've gotten a diamond, I've been scouting with the pylon probe as opposed to the gateway probe, which I think is more standard because I'm super afraid of Zerg early cheese. I think I should scout with the gateway probe.
I
But
feel like-
if you scout with the pylon probe, then you're pretty safe. You scout with the pylon probe, your gateway's warping in, you get to the Zerg base, you see the 6 pool. Okay, now what I do, and I have a lot of success with, is immediately lay down a forge, cancel my gas if I started it by then, which I usually haven't, and finish the wall in with a pylon, and as soon as the forge finishes, build a cannon, and you won the game.